Good morning and welcome to the show, and thanks for waking up with us this morning. This morning I've got Allison Smith from Herbafex Landscape Management here in the studio today. Welcome to the show, Allison.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
What exactly is landscape management? That sounds like an all-encompassing term.
Definitely. Two of us there at Herbafex, which is a local company. We've been here over 20 years. I actually have degrees in landscape installation, design, and maintenance.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All right.
So
I didn't even know that was a course of study.
Yes. Actually, it's through Auburn, but Auburn University.
And I say that with all due respect, but I mean, you know.
It's actually huge. You actually learn how to design a landscape, install it correctly, and maintain it correctly.
Installing it correctly is key.
Yes, sir. Yes,
because,
sir.
you know, people will plant things anywhere if they think it looks okay.
And, the problem here is we have sand.
Yes.
Not dirt. So it's a whole different ballgame. I actually grew up in North Alabama, and this is a whole different world to come down and just strictly have sand. So, and that affects not only how you install, how you irrigate, but how you fertilize. You actually need slow release, long lasting fertilization, because if you put something down, it flushes through so quickly.
I live in a new neighborhood, so I see a lot of sod go down, and I see them throw, selection of grass, I guess, is important for this area. What kind of grass? Like a winter rye isn't going to make it, in the summer months here. And I see them throwing sod right down on top of sand. Can you do that? Should you have a layer of topsoil?
You definitely can do that. It's the key is make sure you prepped it correctly, and also irrigation. Have that ready to go, and the fertilization, that's the key. You want to make sure you have a basis, and you want to have a good long term. You don't want to put something out that's going to instantly release all of its good stuff and be gone. We have a week of rain every single day. Or, right now we're actually under a fire watch because we haven't had enough rain, and people, they think, oh, it's the wintertime. We just had a freeze, but we still have to give a little bit of water.
Living in a climate like ours, I guess it really restricts the selections you have when it comes to types of plants and grass you can put down. What kind of grass grows best down here? Personally,
I would recommend zoysia. A lot of people love the St. Augustine because to them it looks tropical. It looks like Florida grass. The problem is St. Augustine is one of your pickiest with what chemicals you can put on it anyway. It's very temperamental and sensitive. And then over the last couple of years, the government has taken away 3 of the best chemicals to put on St. Augustine. So it's already even more restrictive what you can put. It's cold sensitive, and it actually gets several not only diseases but bugs. Wow. So even though a lot of people who move here from other areas think, oh, I want that tropical looking turf, zoysia and Bermuda, but zoysia is a little prettier, a little dressier than your typical Bermuda, and it is one of the easiest to maintain.
So probably a lot hardier too, and more suitable for our climate here.
Few diseases, low water needs, and it's got a laundry list of things that it's not picky at all what you can put on it.
We've got to run off to the local weather. Let's talk more about the weather and your plant selections after your local weather, brought to you by the West Pittman Law Firm. westpittmanlawfirm.com. Welcome back to the show. I'm here with Allison Smith from Herbafex Landscape Management and Pest Control.
Yes, sir.
We had a great chat during the break about having appropriate landscaping for this climate. And I brought up the fact that years ago in our other house, I bought a 3-headed palm because I thought it looked cool.
Pygmy date palms. Everyone loves them.
A pygmy date palm. Look
very
beautiful.
Popular. They're great. They're gorgeous.
Yeah,
unfortunately, they are actually not should not be used really in our area. They're the wrong climate zone.
Yeah,
so, but they're pretty.
They are.
But they're high maintenance.
And I kept it alive. I mean, I was throwing sheets over it. I had a heat lamp under there in the wintertime. And still, my 3-headed palm turned into a 2-headed palm when one head died and fell off. Got frostbite.
This is, we had our freeze yesterday, which is very early for us to have a freeze mid-November. But, last year was a very big wake-up call for a lot of people in this area because we had ice. You know, kids miss school the first time in forever due to ice on the roads, and we saw really hard how many plants that are used every day in this area that really shouldn't be used
Yeah,
here.
and it's stressful for the plant.
Stressful.
And it's stressful for the homeowner, too.
Exactly.
You're out there.
You're either praying something lives or doesn't die, or you're doing what you did. You put the sheet on, you put the sheet off, you put the heating lamp, you put the light bulb, and then unfortunately, even with all that work, a lot of things still died.
But in the wintertime, doesn't your lawn and your ornamentals, don't they become dormant, and you really don't have to worry about them in the winter?
Not always. How many Christmas days have you been able to wear short sleeve t-shirts?
Yeah, a lot.
If you're wearing, we were 30 degrees here yesterday, but we're going to be 70 this weekend. So unfortunately, this is not like a lot of the northern climates. The people, they retire and move here, and they're used to where they go completely dormant.
So your grass never goes completely dormant in Florida, does it? Or rarely?
Rarely, yeah.
So if I'm out there wearing short sleeves, my palm is wearing short sleeves out there in the yard.
Exactly. People can cut all this stuff back and build this great hedging. Well, then we spend 3 weeks in the 60s and it's sunny. Well, you're putting out new growth.
So what about fertilizing, though? I mean, you think that's like a springtime activity, or is that something you need to do all year round?
You actually do all year round, but you change up what you put out. Like this time of year, you should put out little to no nitrogen, but you want to put like potassium, because that helps the roots and that encourages root health even throughout the winter.
That's a lot for a homeowner to track, and you really need to get a professional out there. If somebody wanted to get in touch with you or learn more about Herbafex, which is a local company,
yes, sir.
What can they do? What can we do?
Herbafex.com. We have a website, or you can call our office 230-1200, and we'll be glad to talk to you guys.
Well, I got to tell you, you need to do it, because I tried doing it myself and I almost killed my lawn. Thank you so much, Allison, for coming on the show.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Don.
Okay, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, this is David Lovett, and this is your Mad Hatter Minute. Changing your engine oil is one of the single most important vehicle maintenance acts you can perform on your car. Gasoline, transmission fluid, water, coolant, brake fluid, all are very important fluids and must be changed, but none of them have such a negative impact if it's not performed regularly than your engine oil. When your engine doesn't receive the proper amount of oil that it should, or if the oil that it's receiving is dirty and contaminated, it begins to shut down. Eventually, your engine will seize. It'll stop running. And then you're looking at a very, very expensive auto repair. So how often should you replace your engine oil? Well, most experts agree that between 3,000 and 5,000 miles is the optimal amount of time to replace your engine oil. If you really want to know, turn to your operator's guide that's usually located in your glove compartment. Probably the most least read book in the world. Open it up, go to the back, and see what type of intervals and what type of oil that your manufacturer recommends for changing. Changing engine oil is a very simple process, and a lot of people change their own oil. If you're one of these do-it-yourselfers, take some very basic advice. Change the engine oil filter. The engine oil filter captures all the soot, all the grime, all the contaminants out of the old oil. You drain the old oil out, you put new oil back in, you're putting it on right on top of that dirty, nasty filter. All that sludge and all that grime is going to circulate right back out of the filter and right back into your motor. I'm David Lovett, and this has been your Mad Hatter Minute.
Hey folks, this is Joshua Brown with Mad Hatter on 23rd Street. Is your check engine light on? If it is, text MADHAT28, that's MADHAT28, to 24247, and we'll check it for free.
Welcome back to the show. I'm here at Elliott Vocal Studios with a very talented couple here, James Austin Wiley and Serena Ortega. I heard you guys rehearsing, and you're just fabulous. Have you been taking lessons here for quite a while now?
About 4 months.
About 4 months. And how about you, Serena?
2 years.
2 years. Can I ask you guys a personal question? Definitely. How old are you?
I'm 17 years old.
And how old are you?
15.
Just amazing talent, young people with grown-up voices. You're going to sing something for us, Serena?
Yes, we are. We're going to sing Almost Is Never Enough.
Can't wait to hear it.
So close to being in love. If I would have known that you wanted me the way I wanted you, then maybe we wouldn't be two worlds apart. But right here in each other's arms, almost, we almost knew what love was. But almost is never enough.
If I could change the world overnight, there'd be no such thing as goodbye. You'll be standing right where you were, and we get the chance we deserve. No, try to deny it as much as you want, but in time my feelings will show. 'Cause sooner or later we'll wonder why we gave up. The truth is everyone knows. Almost is never enough. So close to being in love. If I would have known that you wanted me the way I wanted you, then maybe we wouldn't be two worlds apart. But right here in each other's arms, almost, we almost knew what love was. But almost is never enough.
Welcome back to the show. I'm here with Dan Hinz and Mike Calidonna from the Beaches Optimist Club. And you guys have a big event coming up.
Yeah, that's right. On the 13th, so in just a few days, we have our annual Christmas parade, and it's sponsored by the Optimist of the Beaches, and it occurs down in Pier Park. We rally at the Walmart, and we have about a 1.5-mile track through Pier Park. It's a great time for all.
Oh, that sounds like an awesome time. Now, anybody can go, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You just kind of show up, and what can we expect to see at the parade?
Oh, everything. We've got marching bands, we've got floats, and we've got, of course, Santa will be coming on the fire truck at the end.
It would not be a Christmas parade without Santa on a
Absolutely.
fire truck. Yeah. That's awesome stuff. Now, tell me a little bit about the Optimist Club. Someone invited me to join the Optimist Club once, and I just said, nah, I'll just mess it up, you know? So.
Well, the Optimist Club of the Beaches, we've been around for about...
Thanks for getting the joke,
You're
Dan.
very welcome.
All right.
You have a pessimist club.
The pessimist, oh, geez, you don't want me as a member.
The Optimist Club of the Beaches is one of the oldest community organizations around. It's been around in the beaches for about 51 years now. And we give back to a lot of local charities and a lot of local communities. Our thing for the Optimist is a friend of youth. So we help out design specifically for the youth of Bay County and for keeping all the dollars inside of Bay County. We have about 11 scholarships to Gulf Coast State College. We have a number of scholarships through FSU, Panama City. We give back about $47,000 into the community each year.
Wow, that's quite a chunk of change.
That's right.
You know, and now, how often do you guys meet?
Oh, we meet weekly. So we meet every Wednesday morning at Mike's Diner on Panama City Beach, right at 7 o'clock. So anyone's free to come by and check us out. We're very welcoming and love to have anyone.
Naturally, you're optimists.
Yes.
Do you have, I mean, really, can a downer like me be an optimist? Can I be a member of the Optimist
optimism
Club?
is more a state of mind, isn't it? It's not really, it's in the actions that we do. We want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. So you can be pessimistic about stuff, but you have to be optimistic about the future of Bay County and our kids.
Well, that's a worthy way to go about life, I would imagine, you know, with a smile on your face. And now, how old is it? I've heard of the Optimist Club for years and years. It's been around for a long time.
Optimist International, we're a subchapter of Optimist International. Optimist International there's about, I'd say 2,000 clubs throughout the U.S. and overseas. And it's been around you know, I don't know the exact date, but I mean, for purposes of this conversation, let's say 200 years.
Oh my!
It's probably right. It's probably
1,000 years.
That's right.
1 million years.
It's been around for a long time. You can find out a lot more information on optimistinternational.com, and you can go onto our website at pcboptimist.com, and that's actually where you'll get the applications for any registrations for the parade. And the parade is occurring this Saturday, so it's just in a few days. You have today and tomorrow to go on and register. You can still do that. It's not too late. And then show up and come and enjoy the time.
So if you want to be part of the parade,
just sign up, and it's free. So if you want to sign up, feel free. We've got to get that entrance in the next 2 days, and we'll get you lined up.
No registration fees, anything
nope.
in that. Just register and show up and do your thing.
That's exactly right.
Well, that sounds like an awesome way to run a parade,
Absolutely.
you know. And what do you guys get out of it besides the community service?
It's a great recruiting tool for us. Everyone gets to know and see our names and hear what we do, and it's a lot of fun to do. I mean, it's the time of the year that we just want to give back, and we're all about the kids, and families come down to Pier Park and enjoy some time as well. In addition to the parade, at about 3 o'clock on Saturday, Margaritaville is going to have story time with elves. So if parents want to bring kids by, they're going to do that. They're going to have hot chocolate for the kids and hot chocolate for the adults as well.
Story time with elves. We got to run off to a break. We'll talk more about that on the other side of these messages. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. I'm here with a couple of optimistic guys from the Beach's Optimist Club, and we're going to talk about the Christmas parade that you have out there at Pier Park and on the beach.
That's right.
We've got Mike Calidonna and Dan Hinz. No relation to the catch-up fortune.
No, unfortunately not. No inheritance for me on that end.
Too bad. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here on this show.
Yeah,
but
probably
anyway, Who knows? But, you know, you had mentioned that this thing is going to be on Saturday, this Christmas parade.
Yes.
And it's the rally point, the start is at Walmart?
Well, that's where we're going to have all the floats and the bands, and we're going to get everybody set up. But if you want to be at the very front of the parade, be towards Margaritaville, towards the front of Pier Park. But it'll go all through Pier Park. So line up, have fun. There'll be candy being thrown, and it'll be a great time.
And if you want to be part of the parade, you just go to your website or give you a call, right?
Yeah, that's correct. You can call, actually, you can call my office. Laura Connors has been our focal point. Her number is 233-2089, and you have today and tomorrow to register. The day of the parade, you can kind of come there and register, but you'd have to come and see one of us there in the Walmart parking shop. We'll have a little tent set up. We'll giving out coffee and hot chocolate. We'll tell you a little bit more about what the Optimist does, what our organization does, and who we are. We have about 40 or so floats registered already. Last year we had about 70 total, and that was on the rain day.
Wow.
Let's talk about that for just a moment. The rain date for this is the very next day. That's Sunday, starting at the same time at about 5 p.m.
So this weekend, rain or shine, there's going to be a parade, whether it's Saturday or Sunday. But it will be Saturday. And what time are you going to start marching?
So the parade will officially start at 5 o'clock. So we're going to have
5 p.m.
Have the color guard go through the arch and be at Pier Park at 5 o'clock, right on the dime.
Wow, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, you did mention, Dan, before the break, that there's going to be some activities for the kids afterwards.
Well, actually, before the parade,
Okay.
before it starts to get dark, Margaritaville, they're going to host, they're going to have some elves doing story time for the kids, and then they'll have hot chocolate for the kids and hot chocolate for the adults as well. And all donations go to our childhood cancer fund that we as an Optimist Club support.
And you guys support a lot of stuff like that around town,
absolutely.
don't you?
We do. That one's very, very local, and we keep that money here. That's for a couple families in our local community who are going through some issues with their children, and they, you know, the medical stuff covers all of the medical care, but we're talking we help them with the gas to get to and from the place and the lodging while they're there, and that sort of stuff.
I mean, it's a nightmare. If you have a sick child, the least of your worries will probably be medical insurance nowadays.
Exactly
it's all the other stuff that goes
stuff.
with it. You know, getting there,
That's
and
exactly
mileage, and you name all the incidentals. Gentlemen from the Optimist Club, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Don.
And stay optimistic, and we'll see you at the parade this Saturday.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, if the sun is shining, at 5 p.m. We'll be there to watch it. And that wraps it up for this show. We'll see you next time.